How's it going, guys? Do you like my COVID cut? I just woke up. It's time for another video. Let's go. Boom! And there's more tuning changes for dungeons from Blizzard. This is exciting. I also lubed up my microphone stand. It's not squeaky anymore, but I hit myself in the face the other day because I was used to the tension microphone being a certain way, and now it's just so loose that... Alright, let's get into the changes. Developers note, we've noticed tanks in Mythic Dungeons feeling pressured to spend more time running away and less time actually tanking than we'd like. In an effort to address this, I still just woke up. It's like 8 a.m. here. We're dialing back the tank damage of a number of dungeon denizens who have proven to be particularly painful. Painful like external hemorrhoids. Okay. Lots of dungeons affected here. And not only that, but like they also nerfed Tyrannical, which out of nowhere is pretty interesting in my opinion. I think that's awesome. 10% health is quite a big chunk of health. I don't necessarily think that this is going to make Tyrannical like the better push week at any means, because the amount of damage that the bosses do as well on Tyrannical scales up pretty bad as well. So they're gonna have to take a look at that if they want Tyrannical to kind of more of a on par push week than Fortified is. So, but this is really good for Fortified push weeks too because of tanks. So tank damage being a little less. Let's talk about it. The other side, Headless Client. This is in the Mechagon zone. Melee damage reduced by 40% and discharge damage reduced by 30%. You can interrupt discharge because it's a 1.5 second cast, but like the fact that they're reducing the amount of damage it does too is really good. Again, I just woke up. 4 ARF. Metallic Jaws damage reduced by 33%, and the Woof cast that it does now prefers non-tank targets. So this is pretty good because usually you'll pull the big mechanical dog with a lot of other mobs, and the fact that Wolf like sends the Sonic Spark, physical damage, knocking back and stunning targets for 8 yards. Imagine being the tank and getting hit by this while you have a bunch of Headless Clients on you. It's no good. I'm glad that it now prefers non-tank, so that's really good for our tank because he could die within this stuff. Tal Ai, Deathwalker. Melee damage reduced by 25% and gushing wounds is cast less frequently. This is really good. This is really good because these guys chunk tanks, man. They do so much tank damage. It's ridiculous. I like it. Oh, they have the wrong thing here. Gushing wounds. Casted less frequency. That's really good. I like that a lot. If only they also touch the Hexers, because the Hexers do a lot of tank damage too. I don't know why they didn't touch the Hexers or the Voodoo Doctors or whatever they're called in that in the Hakar wing. The Voodoo Doctors or the Hexers, they do a lot of tank damage as well, so I'm surprised that they didn't touch them. Missive Turn Aside, Thrust Soul Cleavers, those like nasty melee mobs at the first part of the dungeon before the first boss. Soul Split damage reduced by 40%. That's huge. Oh baby, that is huge. Plaguefall. Rotting Slime Claws, Corroded Claws damage reduced by 50%. That's really big. A lot of these Rotting Slime Claws were dealt with using the Plague Borers anyway, but the fact is that the tank still has to set up that pole. So having them deal less damage to the tank while he's setting up that pole, like sometimes he's got his back turned and like he's bringing mobs together. Like this is good. This is good. Sanguine Depths. Some more nerfs from Sanguine Depths. We saw a lot of nerfs on Sanguine Depths last week, so this is good that they're still tuning it. Sentinel, the Chamber Sentinels, the little gargoyles that come to life. Severing Slice swings the razor sharp axe in a wide arc, inflicting 14,000 physical damage to all enemies in a cone in front of the caster and causing them to bleed for physical damage every 1 second for 10 seconds. The initial damage is reduced by 50%. This is good. This is good because sometimes you have to pull Chamber Sentinels with other things, like in the Gauntlet. Or you can, for the first Sentinel in the entire dungeon, you can pull, like if your tank's good enough, you can actually pull the Overseers on top of them. The first Overseers, as long as you're getting interrupts and you're ranged or max ranging. Frenzied Ghouls. Oh my god, these guys were brutal. Casting Shadow Claws less frequently. That's really good. Insatiable Brute. Slam damage reduced by 21%. And is cast less frequently. These insatiable brutes are actually at the beginning of the dungeon, so they didn't put these in the right order, but that's okay. Yeah, they're like the blue guys, the blue hulks, I guess. Spires of Ascension, Ether Divers cast insatiable or insidious venom less frequently. That's good. And Forsworn Kyrion's Dark Lash cast time increased 2 seconds, was 1.5 seconds. These are minor changes, but overall in the dungeon, this is going to be good, especially in the big pull at the beginning where you lust and bring like 7 mobs together with a Goliath that needs to be interrupted on its fists, and there's like 3 casters that can cast Dark Lash. So this is good for that first pull. A lot less tank damage going out. Necrotic Wake. Zalmora's Bone Carvers. The Bone Flay bleed damage reduced by 70% and the duration reduced to 10 seconds, was 20 seconds. That's actually such a huge nerf, the Bone Carvers. Oh, fixed an issue where Bone Flay's bleed damage was reduced by armor. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of like, it evens it out a little bit with the armor. No, it doesn't even even it out. That's 70% reduced damage? Holy crap. Skeletal Martyrs cast Gruesome Cleave less frequently. Who are the Martyrs? Oh wait, those are the big guys that cast the Bone Shield on themselves, and if you kill the Bone Shield, they actually take a lot of health. Theater of Pain, Unyielding Contender, Vicious Strike damage reduced by 20%. These are the guys at the start of the dungeon, aren't they? Oh no, are these the mini bosses maybe? No, they're not the mini bosses. I think these are the guys at the start of the dungeon. And Ossified Conscripts cast Cruel Slash less frequently. Interesting. Fix an issue that would provide too much crust credit for Call to Bastion and Kintara. All in all, these are actually really good changes. I'm excited to see this because obviously if the tank has to kite less frequently, that means more Earthquake uptime for us, as well as more damage for the group, right? So this is good. The fact that Blizzard are like understanding where the meta is at, it's quite interesting that they're keeping a closer eye on things and that they're pretty much getting out changes almost every week now. So this is nice. This is a nice change to see that Blizzard's doing. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And the tyrannical change. Wow. That came out of nowhere. Super exciting to see that as well. But anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on the changes. Sorry I'm such a tired boy this morning. I saw that these changes happened last night. I went to bed really early and I saw that these changes were up and I was like, holy crap, I gotta make a video on this. But let me know what your thoughts are. Like it if you like the video. Subscribe for more Shadowlands content. Also check out my live stream, twitch.tv/Barokoshama. The link will be in the description down below. Check out my Twitter and Instagram social medias. Those will be down below as well if you guys want to support me on Patreon as well, or check out my merchandise. All that stuff is in the description down below. I hope you have a wonderful reset on your Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what region you're from. And until next time, guys, keep calm and Maelstrom on. Bye-bye.